What's going on, everybody? My name is Travis. Welcome back to the channel. This is our new studio. How cool is this? So this is half of my basement. I was in our dungeon, is what I call it. And it was just really bad in there. There was terrible lighting. Everything was brown and gray. It was just terrible. Now, it's much better. Let's take a tour. All right, so we picked up some shelving to put all our cars on. Winter time is coming up, so it's time to go dirt track racing. We have a really sweet track about 5 minutes from my house. We've got our Yay Me section. And this is just a little really neat display. I like this a lot. One of my favorite pictures. I got another one I gotta get printed out. My dirty bench. Here we go. Currently, this is temporary. This will get walled out across here so that my children's play area, I have 5 kids, I have 5 little girls, so yeah. Got this desk from work. My work kindly donated this desk, and yeah, this is gonna be the new studio. I got these lights probably 7 months ago. Just now put them up. These things are sick. It is so bright in here. It is super duper duper bright. It looks really good. Still got some stuff to hang on this wall over here. I got another picture of me and the boys out in Utah that I want to hang up somewhere. And yeah, for now on, this is where the magic's gonna happen. This is where we're gonna film all the good stuff. So stay tuned for that. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do on my dirty bench is we're going to address a few questions some people had about the motor mount, and that is the adjusting the mesh. And I'm going to show you that it's not as difficult as it looks. So we will orientate our motor how we want it. Get some screws in there. If we can do that, coordination matters, it's important. All right. We don't need to tighten anything down, just snuggen it up so that we can move it. Then we're going to take it and we're going to bolt it up to our transmission. And what you're going to do is, you see that right there? You can see right through that original motor mount hole, right here, that bolt head. You're going to get your motor wherever you want it. Come over here, dive it straight through, and tighten the one side down pretty good so it's not going to move on you. Double check. I don't have a spur on or a pinion on here right now, but that really doesn't matter. Check your mesh to make sure you have just ever so slightly, just a little bit of wiggle left and right. You don't want it tight, but you don't want it rocking back and forth. Just a little bit of movement. I mean, minuscule. Once you have that and you tighten this one down, you'll just take these 3 bolts back out, tighten this one down, and then put it back on, and you're good to go. If it's out of adjustment after tightening down the other bolt, you can loosen this one and then fine tune it again and tighten it back down, and you'll be just fine. It's not as complicated as it looks. It is, let me assure you, it is worth the effort. It's worth it. Having your motor, super far forward. This is a Pro. I would never use a Fusion Pro in this situation because of how long this motor is. But for example's sake, it's perfect. But you can see how much further forward it puts the weight within your vehicle and allows you to run a scale motor. You can just run the wires like this right underneath of the head. Like if you have a cavity under the head, slide it over, and then it's like they're not even there, then your wires come out the back. And that is adjusting the mesh on the comp spec VFD Twin. Next up, something I want to talk about are Maxxis Trepidors. There's no denying I am a huge fan of these tires. I used to collect the axial Trepidors back in the day. I think at one point I had probably 10 sets of these tires. But since the Pro Line version has come out, bigger, better, you know, just all around good, I am now a equally huge fan of these. But there's a difference between this tire and these tires. This tire is standard G8 out of a Pro Line package. Normal tire. These are off an RTR Coyote. Now these are G8. Axial says these are G8. They are not. These are much, much softer than these. So I am now collecting RTR versions of these tires, and we'll be doing some testing. I think tomorrow we invited some of the local guys who are going to be spending Thanksgiving alone. We invited them up to our place, so we will be doing some crawling, and I'm definitely going to be driving this thing to see how it gets along. I have a lot of experience with these tires between 3 different trucks, so I'm really pumped to give these dudes a shot. Now, since I have so many of these tires, I can't afford enough alt foams for everything. I have alts in these, I have alts in my 1.9 Unlimited Buggy, and I have alts in my Trail Buggy. These are the deluxe 2-stage, I can't remember the name of them. They have that center spine in them. I ended up cutting the center spine out to give more squish, just because I prefer to have more squish. But other than that, they're the same as all factory, and I'm really excited to give these a try. They feel amazing, so we'll see how they do. But yeah, these are definitely not the same rubber, definitely not the same, and these are much softer. And that kind of makes me curious because they never released this tire in a Predator compound, but that's certainly what these are starting to feel like, because they are notably softer and sticky. They're very sticky tires, so just keep that in mind. The next thing I want to talk about is an update to our 2.2 Unlimited Buggy. I completely tore that truck down. I sold the Typro chassis. It was the very first one I ever bought. I am replacing it with another Typro chassis, just a customized one. I have them change things to suit what I want for my buggy. So I also sold the Capra axles, and I wanted to maintain that width. So when I swapped to H10s, I needed to add 9mm to each side to have the same width. So I went from 9mm hubs to 18mm hubs. But when I did that, these Spec RC wheels don't have any weights inside them or on them, so I needed to get some more on the knuckle. So at work, I machined these hog dogs, and turns out I'm going to be able to run it a little narrower with 15mm hubs, and it still clears everything. And instead of having that much of it sticking out of the wheel. It sits in a little further, so it covers more of that up. And once I paint that black, you're never even gonna know it's there. And this axle with wheels on it, no servo, nothing, 3 pounds, just this. The good thing is if that's too much, and I can't, get close to the minimum weight of 7 pounds, which I'll probably be more around I'd have to say probably around 7.5, which I'm okay with. But if it's anything over that, I'm going to shave off the top of these until I reach the weight that I want. And yeah, it's just super sick, man. The tolerances right here are crazy. But you can see they spin nice and free. You can see how tight that is. But yeah, machine these at work. And as you can see, the new stands, the new H10 optic axle, the H10 stands are not necessarily for an optic, but they are for the H10 axle. You can see even with the 525, they clear. And yeah, man, this is, I'm really excited for this. I'm going to be making a plate for up here to do is I'm going to delete the ram, do a servo on axle, get rid of that behind the axle crap because that stuff's no bueno. And yeah, real excited about this. In combination with this and the new Typro and straight axle, because straight axle is life. With the bigger tires, straight axle will be no problem. I'm used to it. I only have one truck that is not straight axle, so shouldn't be a problem at all. Should be really fun to drive. That's what you'll be seeing this winter. As parts start rolling in, I will be doing more work and more hands-on. I just wanted to give you guys a quick snippet of what we got going on here, and another shot of these axle stands. HardcoreRC.net will have these in stock very soon. I'm sending them out a bunch, so make sure to check those out. Just Hardcore RC and look for the Poise logo, click on it, and you'll see all of our products that he has. Next up for project time was Crash Jeep. When we went to Alabama, I saw a Jeep there that had the 10.3 overland rack on the back of this particular body, and I thought it was the coolest thing kind of ever. So I did that, and I kind of love it. I had to narrow it quite a bit to fit on here in relation to the 10.3 Gladiator, but real big fan of this. I don't know if you can see, I have a pretty wild suspension on here. The shocks are straight to the frame with the offset deluxe caps with the rod end facing down instead of up. So the shocks kind of rotate on themselves, so I actually get more travel due to this. And just for having some pretty simple shocks, just some deluxe shorts, this thing flexes out pretty good. It's not like a flex monster, but it definitely flexes more than some of my other rigs. But I kind of like it because if I'm dropping, if I put one tire off of, like dropping off of a ledge, like at an angle, this tire can just reach down and just touch down before it flips over. And it's just, this truck's just so stable for reasons I don't know. Actually, I do know. This is a 10.3, or 10.2, but it has been modified to have quite tight tolerances. This is a T2. This is a scalar version of our T2. Same exact driveline. You can see all our clearances are super duper tight, but nothing touches. We got that dumb steering out of the AR-44s. This isn't even the crazy one. This is just my scale truck. But the kilos, the orange rings, always good. But yeah, this is what I've worked on a few different things recently, and this was one of them. This project here, I'll be cutting these zip ties off. They were just holding it together where I had it glued. But yeah, guys, this was just mainly supposed to be an update video for the new shop, or the new studio. I'm really excited about it, and I hope you are too. Hopefully it's less dungeony and easier to watch, because I know my last setup was really bad. I'm very aware of how bad the setup was, hyper aware, and trying to do the YouTube thing and having such a bad setup was really weighing heavy on me, and that's why we have changed it to look more better. The Mo Better build. It's Mo Better, and I'm real pumped up. I hope you guys are pumped up, because I can't wait to bring you guys some more content. I'm not sure what's going to be next, so if you have an idea what you'd like to see next, post it down in the comments below. We'll see you next time. Stay poised. Peace.